So, welcome to my first podcast. Proper podcast, anyway. Not a tacky little shit one. So, obviously, if you didn't know already, then I'm Finn Moore, and this is Aaron Littlejohns, and we'll be hosting the Post-Match Pint every month until kind of when we're established, it'll become more weekly. Today we've got Billy with us, Billy Langham on the end. His YouTube will be on the screen. And if you didn't guess already, then this podcast is talking about football, mainly football.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe that can change in the future, but football is my passion. That's what I want to do as a career. So it's a good chance for us to vent our football opinions.
They're very strong opinions, to be honest.
Very strong, and everyone can hear them. So we've got a number of topics that are relative to what's going on in modern day football news, so as relevant as possible. But hopefully when this becomes more weekly, we'll be able to do this more often. But we'll kind of do this podcast reflecting on what's happened in the last week, and then in the future we'll probably change that and do it as like a monthly thing until we start doing it weekly anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Would you like to introduce yourself a little bit, Aaron?
I'm Aaron. I'm the one that booked all of this because unfortunately Finn's course doesn't allow it. So, basically I'm a co-host and I'm an Aston Villa fan, so I'm severely depressed and need help, so I need to vent it all out for a podcast.
And Billy?
I'm a guest.
I'm a guest, that's it. We're from Leicester, but I'm a Leicester fan. I've got a season ticket, so that's my introduction. I am a journalism student. Aaron's media production, and Billy's a future media production student.
Copycat,
yeah. So, right, let's get started. We're going to talk about the England squad because with the 2 Euros, I mean, this is being filmed on Tuesday, the 19th of March, so the first qualifier that will be coming up is on the Friday against Czech Republic. So we're going to talk about the squad, what we think about it, and whether it's a good squad. So, are you boys confident for the England games? Do you think we'll win?
Yeah, we'll probably win, but I think the squad's wrong, as usual.
Seem to win qualifiers, though. We always just seem to coast through it really easily.
Yeah, and then we're about like 4th or 5th in like the bettings for Euros, and we collapse in the tournament.
We're always like third favourite or something, aren't we? And we never ever do that.
Live up to it.
I think this is the most hope we've had as a nation for our football side in a very, very long time.
Especially after the World Cup.
I mean, people might say that we fluked the World Cup a bit and we had an easy draw, but it did bring back a smile onto most of our faces, and it was the best summer in a long time. So,
that Trippier free kick.
That was the peak of my summer.
Yeah.
So,
I think it was the peak of everyone's lives.
Yeah. So we'll get started with the team. We'll start with the goalkeepers, and we've got Jack Butland, Jordan Pickford and Tom Heaton, which I think is actually spot on. They have picked the right players. However, I think Tom Heaton should be starting, not Jordan Pickford.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there, Finn. I think, obviously Butland's in the Championship. He's doing very well in the Championship, considering Stoke are like 18th or whatever. They're not doing very well. But he's like making tons of saves constantly. The two games I've seen him play against Villa, he's made some unreal saves. He's pretty much kept him in it. Against him.
With Pickford, I think he's really over dramatic, and he puts the ball back into the danger area. He doesn't catch it. He just kind of punches it back into the box.
Yeah, I think had he not had that penalty save at the World Cup, he wouldn't be as highly rated.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that good of a penalty save. I've seen better penalty saves.
No, it wasn't a very good penalty to start off with.
Yeah. I think he's got the potential to be something better, but at the moment he does seem to let in a lot of sloppy goals. And considering that people got on Joe Hart's back, I don't see why Pickford's any different.
Yeah.
Because Joe Hart still could make great saves every now and again. Whereas Tom Heaton seems to be the most consistent goalkeeper in the country at the moment. If Nick Pope still injured, or is he just not in the team?
I don't know actually.
Because obviously Joe Hart is there as well.
Yeah, but it'll be picked over Joe Hart. But I don't know. I think he might still be injured because I know it's just a long-term injury.
Yeah, so Heaton is probably the most consistent goalkeeper in the whole league, and confidence. I mean, if I had to pick any of these in my goal at Leicester, I'd pick him. I'm the most confident. He's the best shot stopper. So definitely Heaton.
Yeah, it's probably I guess the only advantage Pickford's got is Pickford has very, very good distribution, probably compared to Heaton.
Yeah,
Heaton's a classic goalkeeper; he just stops it from going to the net. Whereas Pickford's more of a modern day goalkeeper, where he can kind of do the kicking game just as well.
But to be fair though, we don't really need amazing distribution, because
You
when
don't.
we play from the back, because we've obviously got Maguire, and usually we'd have Stones, which we do like playing from the back. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see any reason why Pickford wouldn't be started other than his youth, and Gareth Southgate doesn't
He's
like
quite
change
quick,
things up.
Pickford, as well. He's quick at reacting to things.
Yeah, he's
So is Heaton though. I mean, he's like in his 30s though as well.
Yeah. Right, so we're going on to the defence. We know that some people have withdrawn, so we have got the updated squad. I want to kind of go through each player, and I want you to kind of we'll talk about them individually with these players. So we're going to start with Kieran Trippier, who I think,
Nice own goal.
yeah, he
I think his penalty miss was better in
Yeah.
the. Was it the no? It was the FA Cup.
was it? Did he? I didn't see that.
Yeah. Well, when the week they went out to the League Cup, in the penalty shootout against Chelsea. Yeah. In that same week they went out in the FA Cup, and he had a penalty to make it 1-1. I can't remember who they were against, but anyway, he like hit it like a mile wide. It was well funny. It was like the complete opposite to his one in the World Cup.
Yeah, he's not the player he was at the World Cup, and I think I can say that about other players
Definitely
as well.
gone downhill.
Yeah, I can see why he's in the team. I probably would put him in there, but I wouldn't start him. There's other players who should be in the team. So if players needed to make way, he'd definitely be up there. But I think in terms of a right back, I'd be starting Alexander Arnold, and I wouldn't.
Yeah, definitely.
Trippier is there because he does have that experience, and several mistakes mean nothing. Because every season, everyone's like, "Oh, Harry Kane's having a hit or miss spell," but you'd still start him every week for England, wouldn't you? So
I would.
Yeah.
I'd start Harry Kane any team in Europe.
Good finisher.
yeah. So we'll go on to the next right back, which I just mentioned, which is Alexander Arnold, who is hands down probably going to be one of the best right backs we've ever had.
He is so good. Distribution, defensively, and set pieces
Imagine
as well.
what he's going to be like in his prime.
Oh my
He's
God, he's
fucking
like
amazing.
what? How old is he now? 19? Is he 20?
1920s.
20, yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
When Liverpool smashed Watford the other week,
Yeah,
he had like
hat trick of assists.
Yeah, he got 3 assists, and all of them crosses were perfect.
Mm.
If you were a striker and he's on your team, you're going to feel 10 times more
Yeah, you
confident.
my
want
God.
that distributing from the wing.
He's the perfect modern day fullback,
He
attacking
is.
and defensively sound.
Yeah, because that's the criticism I've always had of a lot of Leicester fullbacks, because Danny Simpson was quite good defensively, but he offers nothing going forward.
Yeah.
It is quite hard to find the balance, because a lot of fullbacks are quite poor defensively.
Yeah, they're either failed wingers or they're centre backs that have
Yeah.
been pushed out on the wide.
Yeah. So we'll kind of stick with the right back theme. We'll go for Kyle Walker, who I think should be in the team as a right back,
But
not as a centre back.
Yeah, I don't think he's as good as Alexander Arnold,
I
although
don't think he is. No.
he is in. Yeah, but he's made quite a few mistakes for Man City this season, to be fair.
Yeah,
And-
I would keep
Yeah.
him in the team though.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he's
I'd
rapid.
definitely put him in the team.
What an
don't-
impact sub sometimes.
He was at fault, I'd say, for both Croatia's goals. Or at
Yeah,
least part of them.
yeah. Well, the first goal as well, the Tunisia one, he elbowed the guy. Like, he was literally at fault for like most of England's goals they conceded in the World Cup.
But is that his fault? Should he have been played at centre back?
No, he shouldn't have. And well, it would have been Gomez if he didn't get injured.
I don't think we needed him. When you look at obviously he was put in centre back to maybe make the distribution from our centre backs better. But if you look at the distribution, most of it came from Stones and Maguire, not him anyway. So
Yeah.
and they are more centre back esque players. But next is Ben Chilwell, who I think needs to be started. I know it's biased because I'm a Leicester fan, but if you put him against Rose, he's definitely the better player. And his
He does have that attacking ability that, like you said, Danny Simpson
doesn't
didn't.
have. Yeah. See, I think last season, I mean, this has been Chilwell's breakout season. Obviously, he has been playing for Leicester since the year we won the league. He got 9 appearances that season. But he's never quite just got that last thing. He either couldn't defend very well or he couldn't attack very well. And last season, it just seemed like all of his crosses would hit the first man and not make it into the box. But now he's worked on that. And in the summer, he trained with MK Dons while everyone else was on holiday. Didn't get a summer holiday. He went and trained with MK Dons while the World Cup was on, and worked on that. And he's got his crossing better, and he's fully deserving a spot in the England place. And currently, he's my player of the season at Leicester. So I would definitely start him.
some of Leicester's goals are conceded sometimes maybe because of him, but he is definitely one of the better players.
Yeah, I think he does have his faults, but I think everyone does, and I think he, out of all of the left backs England's got, especially now Shaw's out injured, Chilwell needs to be starting because Danny Rose isn't good enough.
Yeah, no, Danny Rose has been a bit off since his injury and everything. And, well, obviously, I've not seen tons of Chilwell compared to you guys because, obviously, I'm not a Leicester fan. But what I did see during the England matches when he was the left back was he is much better than a lot of left backs we've seen in a while.
He does adapt.
Going forward, he looks really, really good.
Yeah, and he has adapted to England very well. It does help that he worked under Southgate a little bit at the under-21s.
Yeah.
And that's actually how he got his initial call-up. But, I think he's been very relaxed. And he has put on that English shirt. And he made, I can't think, was it Danny Ceballos or from Real Madrid? He made him look like an idiot when they were like having like a shoulder barge match and Ceballos dived and was holding his face. So, he can even fend off Real Madrid's players. So... We spoke about Danny Rose a little bit. I wouldn't say he deserves his spot in the squad.
No, he's been a bit naff every time I've watched Spurs this season.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of fullbacks in this team, and I know the player I'm about to mention is a right back and not a left back, but he should be in the team, and that's Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He has been outstanding. He should be in the team, definitely. I can't see how he's not even been considered. I think he's got the best tackle ratio in the Premier League.
He has. So he's made the most amount of tackles this season.
So I can't understand why he's not in the team.
Yeah, I watched the Palace-Brighton game and he was unbelievable. Like, literally no one was getting past him. Constant slide tackling. Apparently he was a winger, and then Roy Hodgson just played him at right back one training session. Then he's like, you're staying there. But defensively, he's better than he is going forward. Yeah. It's mad.
See, when Leicester lost 4-1 to Palace the other week, we won't really talk about that. He was out injured, so I didn't get to see him play. But, from what I've seen, he has been outstanding. And especially because Southgate likes his young players, I really do not understand how he has been left out.
I feel like that's the thing with England when it comes to stuff like this. They always pick players with the bigger names.
Definitely. It's literally top. Like if he played for someone other than Palace, if he played for a top 6 team, he'd get called up.
Even if he played for Everton or Leicester, I think he'd have a much better chance.
Yeah, definitely. It's just because it's Palace and they're in like a relegation battle.
2 centre backs who I am confused who are in the team. That's Michael Keane and James Tarkowski.
Oof, yeah.
Keane has just looked wonky ever since he's signed for Everton, and Tarkowski's not had the best season at Burnley either. In fact, is it? Who else is the Burnley centre backs? Ben Gibson, Shane Long player, not Shane Long, Chris Long. I think they've been much better for Burnley this season, so I really can't understand how
Burnley and Everton have conceded tons and tons of goals this season. Yeah. Obviously, Burnley didn't have Heaton in goal; they had Joe Hart in goal, but he had to make so many saves. Like Tarkowski's been really average, and Keane. That whole Everton team, they cannot defend set pieces for the life of them. Yeah. Any corner with him in defence, I'd be absolutely terrified. So he's just going to completely lose his man.
Joe Hart wasn't even that bad for Burnley.
No, he wasn't. He had to make tons of saves every single match.
So the thing is, I mean, who would you replace them for? Like, who would you actually put in there?
I don't know. When you think about it, I feel like every centre back in England is literally like not that good.
Well,
I wouldn't say United have good English centre backs.
James Tompkins is who I'd say. Crystal Palace.
Yeah, but they're all.
I think he's had quite a good season.
You could say they're the same as what's Brighton's centre back called?
Lewis Dunk.
Yeah, he's like exactly the same as him.
He was really poor against Leicester. Yeah. Really, really poor.
Yeah, he gave away a penalty the other day.
Yeah, he's very overrated, and him and Duffy aren't amazing. They just seem a bit sloppy. But I think you are right. It's hard to pick your centre backs, but it's a shame that Stones is out because otherwise you'd
100% have him.
Yeah, Stones is definitely the first centre back I'll put in the team every week. Yeah. Maguire second, who I'm going to come on to now. Who I think, as well as Trippier, Maguire's not had the best of seasons since the World Cup, and this is coming from a Leicester fan. I still think he's amazing, but if Man U do come in with this 50 million or whatever, then they can fucking have him. So I think he's really
I think he'll happily take it.
Yeah, I think he will take it. It did annoy me last summer when he was like, "Oh, I've got a contract here, so I've got to stay." Like, just say you want to go or say you want to stay. Like, don't play these bloody mind games. Like, expendably, I know Leicester have got several players linked with moving away, like Vardy to Chelsea. We've got Chilwell with Man City and whatnot. Maguire is the one I'd like to see go if I had to pick one. Go because he's the most replaceable. Johnny Evans is exactly the same player as Maguire, and I feel like Johnny Evans is more consistent. I think that Johnny Evans at the start of the season, at the Wolves game, he looked awful. I went with my granny, and her neighbour is a West Brom fan, massive West Brom fan. Obviously, she likes Johnny Evans because he's come from West Brom, and even she was like, "Wow, like this is a bit poor." But then he's just seemed to, once he's got suited to the Leicester role, been really good, and he's definitely Maguire's replacement. And we've got Benkovic coming back from Celtic, who's been outstanding. We've got Sionku, who's not really playing, and obviously Wes Morgan has just signed a new contract, so he's always there for backup as well because he's
quality.
He's Captain Fantastic.
Captain Red Card.
Yeah,
Captain that was Maguire the other day.
It was Maguire the other day. But yeah, so I'd put Maguire in the England team, but I feel, to be fair, he has played almost every. I think he has played every game other than in the cups since the World Cup, so he must be knackered. But he isn't as good as everyone made him out to be. He was slabhead at the World Cup, but now he's just a bit slackhead now.
Oh, nice.
World Cup got to his head.
Yeah, it has. I think if Man U hadn't bid for him, he'd be a better player now, because he wouldn't be worrying about Man U.
Yeah, he's probably thinking about where he can go next.
Yeah, but to be fair, Mahrez did that last season. As soon as it looked like he was going to go, he played better, and he earned his move. And that's why I don't think many people are sour about Mahrez leaving, because he did earn his move. He played for the club, and he was respectful of it. And look at him now; he's regretting the amount of playtime he's getting. So
and you got tons of money from it.
Yeah, 65 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that we signed an amazing replacement in Gazelle, but
oh yeah.
Alexander-Arnold. We kind of did touch on him earlier, but he's definitely.
I'm pretty sure we mentioned him.
Did we?
Just in depth, yeah.
Yeah. I have got him at the bottom of the list, so we probably.
Yeah, you went through the right backs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've already talked about him.
But yeah, he's hands down the best right back we've got at the moment, so I would start him. James Ward-Prowse, he deserves his England call-up now. I'm surprised he didn't get it in the first place. He is very good. And
he's a Southgate favourite as well, so that's a bit surprising.
A lot of people are just saying that he can only score 3 kicks, but other than that, I think his determination brings a lot as well.
Yeah. He's got good distribution, but the only problem I'd have with Ward-Prowse is he's quite small and he looks weak on the ball. That's all. He looks like he gets shrugged off by like let's say Fellaini comes up on him.
He looks like a 17-year-old, doesn't he? But looking at our other midfield options, I would rather start him over some of them.
Jesus, England's midfield's tragic.
Yeah. So yeah, do you both agree that Ward-Prowse should be in the squad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you play him? Start him?
Sub.
Wait.
I'd have him on the bench for the Crystal Palace game.
England versus Crystal Palace.
I would have him on the bench for Czech Republic and to see what he does, but I would definitely give him game time. I think he deserves it.
Yeah. Bring him on maybe 60th, 70th minute.
Yeah, depending on how we're doing. Because if we're 2-0 down, I won't bring on Ward-Prowse then. The next player I've got is actually more of a forward. I've got him in midfield for some strange reason, but we'll talk about him anyway. That's Callum Hudson-Odoi, who's probably going to eclipse his Chelsea game time by playing for England. So
exactly.
I think I don't know if he deserves it. I know he's banging in goals, but is he too young? There's players who I think are more consistently playing, who I maybe would have put in the team first.
I think. Well, obviously there's a few players I like, but Hudson-Odoi, like every time I've seen him, he's quality, and I think Sarri has definitely got something wrong with him. First, he doesn't play Kante at CDM; he plays Jorginho there.
Yeah,
I'm not a
fan of him.
And then he doesn't play Hudson-Odoi when they've got Pedro and Willian in front of him, are so inconsistent constantly. Every time Hudson-Odoi plays, he always gets a goal or an assist.
Yeah,
so, and he always comes on. He only plays in for like 20 minutes.
Yes.
Every time. Same with Loftus-Cheek though, really, for Chelsea.
I think Hudson-Odoi is better than Loftus-Cheek by a long shot. I think he's a lot more consistent than Loftus-Cheek. However, my point would be is that Maddison, who has been in the team before and is playing regular football every week and has the most chances created in the Premier League this season, and he's like third in Europe.
It's by a big gap as well.
He is like third in Europe, and I know he can be a bit of a powder puff sometimes, but he should be in this squad. If we want that extra chance creating midfielder, which is what England really lacks, isn't it, really?
They lack what the problem was when you watched the Croatia match, you could tell they lacked like a Modric-esque player in their midfield. The midfield's too rigid.
That's the thing, our chance creator comes from our right back.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do that. You need a number 10 that's just going to completely dismantle a defence and a midfield single-handedly.
So yeah, that's why I drop Hudson-Odoi, because I think Maddison deserves that spot over him just because he's playing regular football, and I think he offers more because Hudson-Odoi is just another winger, and if you look at our wingers, we've got Sterling, we've got Rashford,
down the wing. We need
Sancho. He's not going to get ahead of them.
I'd rather play Sancho than Hudson-Odoi. So next we've got Ross Barkley, who, to be fair, looks better this season. He has done quite well at Chelsea, but once again, I would pick Maddison over him. I think he creates chances a lot more regularly. But it is that big club syndrome. I think
it is. It's like Chelsea barely play any English players. They're the only 3 English players in their squad.
Yeah,
they don't play Cahill anymore and stuff. And it's just I don't like Chelsea. That's all.
Don't really like the manager, to be honest.
I don't particularly like him, but I think the kind of manager he can be is good.
The club is wrong. Like them and Arsenal, they need to play so much more English players.
Yeah. Well, I think
Arsenal are kind of picking up the game a little bit now.
Yeah, Arsenal are going a little bit better.
I think for England's sake, they need to play more English players.
Yeah, I do. But the thing that annoyed me with Sarri is that how he came out and saying that the Kepa thing's such a misunderstanding, but then the next day finds him
a week's wages.
So I think that was ridiculous. Dele Alli, overrated.
Yeah,
but I would play him. I think he does offer that little bit of flair.
Yeah, he's a goal scorer.
I think he just doesn't reach the same potential as he
does. He had the spark, and then I think it's kind of died out now.
Yeah. He doesn't play like he does for Tottenham for England. Yeah, I think that's the issue.
That's like every England player though. No one plays like they do for their club.
I don't know.
I think
Harry Kane definitely.
I think Kane plays
can do.
He plays a slightly different role for England.
I mean, Euros 2016,
he
definitely did not.
Them corners and free kick.
Yeah, it doesn't help when you get put on
them. So yeah, Dele. I've never really took a liking to him. He's a bit of a diving twat as well, but I would put him in the squad.
I'd definitely put him in there.
I'd have him over Lingard,
especially with the link-up play with Kane.
Yeah, Lingard's injured anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know Lingard. I like Lingard.
I don't like Lingard.
I don't like him.
Lingard. I think he does.
I just think he just doesn't do anything for 70 minutes, and then he scores like a goal by like almost kicking his own feet over. And then everyone raves about him.
I think Dele Alli is worse than that. He doesn't even do anything after 70 minutes. He does it like every 200 live with 3 or 4 games. So that's why.
200 minutes.
Yeah. Jordan Henderson, I think he deserves to be there.
Yeah.
I think he's a leader. I wouldn't start him, but I think he's a leader, and I think his impact.
I'd definitely play him over Dyer though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He is. Henderson is safe.
In the World Cup, Henderson showed promise.
Yeah, he did. The first couple of games, Henderson was playing balls really good, and then he
kind
of faded.
We were like, what the hell? He's playing. He's not going backwards.
Yeah. He's a safe player. That's why Klopp plays him with Wijnaldum and Fabinho and stuff, and just have a rigid midfield.
Yeah. So I think he does offer that little bit of leadership, and we do need one safe passer. And I know it sounds stupid, and people moan if we pass backwards or whatnot, but I think his role in the squad is to do that.
It's a bit like, obviously coming from Villa's perspective, we have Glenn Whelan. He does exactly the same.
Yeah, we've got like Ndidi, Mendy.
Yeah, if we're too scared to run forward, pass it back to him, and he'll be like, he's not going to do a forward pass in a million years, so we'll go straight back to centre backs, and then there's another attack.
Right, so this is probably the most controversial pick.
Ireland Young Player of the Year.
Yeah, Ireland Young Player of the Year.
That was a bit loud.
Declan Rice. Definitely should have been in the squad. Definitely.
He's looking good.
He does look good.
Quality.
And he's another big man in the box, isn't he? Which is obviously where we're good. He's another slabhead.
Set pieces.
And it does make me laugh watching all the Ireland fans get
it's beautiful.
Especially because a lot of them are Celtic fans, and I can't stand Celtic fans.
Yeah, no one likes Celtic. Rangers are better.
He definitely deserved his call up. Maybe more so, I could probably pick about 3 or 4 people who deserve it more, but other than that, he's definitely top 5 to deserve it.
He's 18. He literally he's like, obviously I don't want to compare him to Kante, but he does the same as what Kante does, where he just literally just completely breaks up a counter attack, breaks up play.
Yeah.
But his passing's really good as well.
And then instantly
straight into attack, and then set pieces. He scored quite a few headers and stuff.
He scored against Arsenal, didn't he? When they beat Arsenal, a month. Yeah, definitely deserves it. In fact, I can name 2 other people who deserve it more, actually.
I could see him, like, if Kane ever gets injured, I could see him being captain, and he's only 18. He's massive leader.
He just seemed quite, commanding.
That's what he does to West Ham's midfield. Like, they look lost if he's not in the team.
It's like me on Billy's Coventry City career mode on FIFA. I'm the leader from
dictating the play.
Yeah. Eric Dyer is trash.
Lazy,
trash. He offers nothing. He can't even kick a ball properly.
No.
I hate him.
He's a centre back.
Yeah. He's a centre back that's just in midfield.
Yeah, he should be playing there. I mean, obviously Declan Rice started out as a second centre back, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then they've moved him forward. They should have swapped them around. Stick Dyer back in defence because that's all he's good at. He's a slab head, but he's got a slab for a brain.
Since he got moved up to midfield, he just got worse because he got lazier. He thought, I can kind of play here now, and this will be where I go.
He is just a poor man's Henderson. He offers the same as Henderson, but less. I think Henderson's a little bit better.
He's not got the right attitude.
Yeah.
Just technically not good enough, I don't think.
Yeah, his performances are dire.
So
I'm
the
getting
one time I liked him was his free kick
against Russia.
Yeah, against Russia.
That game we should have spanked him and it finished 1-1.
Yeah, that's Roy Hodgson for you though.
Actually, no, I'll correct you on that. When we beat Germany 3-2 and he scored a header.
Yeah,
that was.
I like his career.
That's when we missed that game because we were watching Batman vs Superman in cinema.
Yeah, I know. I remember coming back though, and I saw the goals on Instagram. I was like, oh yes. And then Vardy scored that like back heel from the cross.
Yeah. Kane scored from a Cruyff turn, didn't he?
Oh yeah, everyone's like, oh my god, he did a Cruyff turn.
Right, so this is the player who I think is the most deserving of his call up, and is my Premier League Player of the Year, and that's Raheem Sterling.
Mm-hmm. Literally, he is.
He is so good.
He is so good at Man City. He's just a completely different player.
Yeah.
But to be fair to him, the England-Spain game, that Man City Sterling turned up. We just want to see that every single week. We wanted to see it in the World Cup, and he didn't appear.
The thing is, though, I think at the World Cup, a lot of people knew that this Man City player was coming, and he was marked out of the game because we know that he's not a physical presence. He's like what, 5'8", 5'9". He's tiny.
Little guy.
He got shoved off the ball. I think people were very critical of him. And obviously the media always is. I do think he shouldn't have been playing because he just doesn't fit the style as well. I think he just.
Yeah.
But I think on the day that we do,
quick.
yeah, there's going to be a day where it all clicks with him and he does play the style, and that day will be a day that we're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
It was that
amazing.
It was that Spain game. They played Kane, and basically they just got him to drop back. Then they got Sterling and Rashford just to counter-attack, and obviously they're like just so rapid.
Yeah,
they just completely destroyed their high line, and Sterling was perfect in that match.
See, I'll tell you, he reminds. He's a winger. He is like your Hazard. He'll run at people. He'll make the runs. But what I also find great about him, he's also very Gary Lineker-esque. And his
tapping merchant. My god,
his positioning is amazing.
So. He's got like 99 vision.
Yeah, which I think is also
always there for sweaty goals.
He's amazing.
But it's just when he comes for England that decision making kind of goes out the window.
It does a bit. I think one day it's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's just getting better and better at Man City. So
Pep Guardiola is the best manager if you want to become a better player.
Yeah,
I think he will improve players. Captain Kane, we don't really need to talk much about him. He's always going to get in the team. If he has a season where he only scores 10 goals or even 5 goals, he would still get in the team, won't he? So he bangs them in.
He's a unit on the pitch.
He just needs a trophy.
Yeah,
like, so badly.
He's going to have to leave Tottenham to get one.
He is. I think honestly, if I was Zidane at Real Madrid, I would want Harry Kane as my centre forward. He would be immense for them.
I reckon Bayern Munich would go in for him.
Definitely.
I think most big teams would go for him.
This summer people go to Germany because of Sancho. I think there'll be lots more English players going abroad after seeing what Jadon Sancho's. He's cutting up the Bundesliga. He is, some people are saying Young Player of the Year in the Bundesliga for him. This is his first proper season. He made like 2 appearances last year. So.
I could see Kane going if he doesn't go to any of them. I could see him going United.
That would just piss me off though.
It would piss me off.
If he goes United, he'll win trophies. I know that.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I think the FA Cup.
They'll win something. They'll win more stuff than he will at Tottenham.
Yeah.
So,
right, Rashford.
Really good.
Rashford's really good.
This season.
This season he's broke out a bit more. I think Ollie's definitely giving him the reins.
Yeah.
He's playing him as the striker.
Yeah.
You know, with Mourinho, he was kind of like a sub one game, playing one
Just a
game.
winger.
Ollie's literally gone to him like,
He's
look, you
completely
need to
turned
play.
Man U around now.
Yeah, I think Rashford is starting to look like the player we were promised 2 or 3 years ago under Ollie. He seems to have given him that bit of extra confidence that he needed.
Yeah. I mean, he's only 20, isn't he?
20, 21, something.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. So...
How long ago was that?
He literally just did it now.
Oh, that's all right then. So carrying on.
So, yeah, because obviously it's just cut off when we'll talk about Rashford, so we'll continue with Rashford.
Yeah, I think it literally cut off when we just started talking about Rashford, so...
Okay, so we'll just start with Rashford.
It cut off in 30 minutes, look.
How do you know?
Because we've literally just spoke for about 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll carry on then. We'll carry on. Rashford needs to be in the team.
Yeah.
Ollie's giving him the confidence. It's quite hard now to trace back and remember what...
Yeah, he's doing really well this season.
Yeah.
That's basically what we were talking about.
It was that goal he scored, was it against Brighton? Where he just kind of like fell over, but he hit it and it looked like it was going a mile out and he just curled on like the side.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I think
really good goal.
Yeah, yeah, he's definitely becoming the player he should have been a couple of years ago. Ollie's helped him do that, and I can see, you know, he can eclipse Kane if he works the way he does.
Oh, yeah, that penalty against PSG, that was his first ever penalty for Man United.
Oh, yeah, and he took
93rd minute, yeah. Imagine all that pressure to win it.
Yeah, that was
mental.
A class penalty.
Didn't even
special.
He had a class
penalty in the Colombia match, weren't it?
That was good. Bottom left, wasn't it? Yeah.
All our penalties were good. Dyer's was the worst.
Yeah. That's because he's shit. He can't kick a ball.
Still went in, and Paul Henderson had to get and feel shit. He didn't look confident though walking up to that.
When I saw Dyer,
Henderson's penalty wasn't that bad. I felt so sorry for him.
He just didn't look confident.
The way he walked up to it, he was really cocky.
I thought he looked scared.
I thought he looked scared.
I was really surprised when I saw Dyer walking up and not Vardy.
Apparently Vardy got injured.
Yeah, he was injured. That's why he didn't take it.
Vardy would have just smashed it.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah, he would have scored that definitely.
Anyway, Jadon Sancho is the second most deserving player on this list. Should be in the team.
Yes.
He's still only 18. Has he turned 19 yet?
I thought he was 19.
He's 19 next month. Or something.
No, this month. He's
he's
3 days younger than me. 25th of March is his birthday.
Happy birthday, bro.
So that's this. Yeah, it's next week. Yeah, 22nd of Friday. So
joint most assists in Europe, and he's playing for Germany's second biggest team. So
he is fantastic, and he's tricky, isn't he?
Yeah.
You
my
don't
God.
Play against him. The
skills nutmegs you and everything.
Kind of turns me on a bit. I'm really looking.
If he learns how to bag in 30-yard shots, like if he learns how to just shoot, he'll literally be England's best player.
Be an English Messi.
Definitely. And to round off the England squad, we've done very well. We've spoke about this for 33 minutes. Callum Wilson deserves it. He's been scoring goals. You know, I wouldn't know who else to put in there for a striker.
Yeah, I wouldn't rule him out.
He's only going to be on the bench. So
obviously Welbeck's injured, but I hope Wilson always gets picked over Welbeck now for the foreseeable future.
See, I want Welbeck to come to Leicester to start scoring goals, and because he's that all-round striker who would.
He always comes on as a sub and scores.
Yeah, he'd be good in the box. He's just a good backup for Vardy. But
he'll get injured after 3 games.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
it's like Daniel Sturridge, isn't he?
He'll come back for like the last game and then he'll score.
In 8 months ACL injury or something.
Yeah, right. So I think we've summed that up pretty well, actually. So we'll go on to the next topic, which is the Premier League results. From the weekend, we had we'll start and we'll go with West Ham Huddersfield, which was
bloody hell! I mean, game was mental.
Yeah,
that was a pretty good game.
Chicharito.
Javier Hernandez, just say that.
Hernandez saving the day.
I've always liked him.
him.
Poacher. He's only ever scored his Premier League goals inside the box.
Yeah, he's the second most goals off the bench, isn't it? Second most of all time.
Yeah.
And all of them were inside the box. Huddersfield are like when Bournemouth came up, everyone was like, yeah, we want Bournemouth to do well, and now I think Huddersfield are the same. I feel really sorry for them. And they've got the youngest manager in the Premier League.
They're prepping for the Championship.
Yeah.
They know what's going to happen.
I knew that in January when they were signing Carlin Grant from League One, who's a striker for a League One team, as their main striker now. Although he has been doing quite well. I wouldn't be surprised if he moved.
Did you see their third goal?
what
Screamer.
Yeah, that was his, weren't it?
Yeah,
Colin Grant,
bang,
yeah.
straight in the top corner. Poor Fabianski couldn't do anything.
It's just ironic that they've struggled scoring goals all season, and then on the game they score 3
They
away from
collapse.
home.
They just literally capitulate at the back.
Which is quite sad because I think that's it now. They are gone.
Yeah,
I think Fulham are gone.
Them and Fulham, yeah, they're gone.
I could still see Cardiff go down.
Yeah,
though.
I think Cardiff.
Yeah.
I think
If
Cardiff
Cardiff
will be the last team to go down.
Yeah, I think they're too inconsistent. They'll pick up a win and then not win any for 5, and then pick up another win.
Well, yeah,
Not
because
like-
they play prehistoric football.
Yeah. I can't really see any other teams. I think Southampton are safe now. With
Yeah.
Ralph Hoosen.
They look good. They look good.
Yeah, I think that's it, really. You look at all the other teams and you wouldn't bet on any of them going down next season now, other than them. Because Wolves look very comfortable, don't they?
Yeah, Wolves are performing well.
Wolves, it's either Wolves or Watford 7th, and I think that FA Cup game's going to decide who
Yeah,
finishes 7th.
That is going to be a good game.
I think Watford will get it. I think they deserve it more because they've not spent as much money. Wolves will get done for financial fair play. I can tell you that now. They spent 17 million in the Championship on one player. It's the record for the Championship ever.
Yeah, but they'll be fine now because in the Premier League, it's like literally as soon as you get in the Premier League, you're fine because TV money.
Yeah, the budget goes up,
Yeah.
but Man City are getting done now, aren't they?
Yeah, but that's because of that's UEFA stuff investigating them.
Yeah, I
They
suppose.
do spend like 80 million on players,
Yeah,
whereas Wolves 20
just
million.
bought a few. To be
Look
fair,
at
some of the signings are
Bournemouth. Bournemouth, a tinsy little club, and they bought Solanke for like 20 million.
Yeah.
Ibe for 15 million.
good. Fucking hell, they are spunking money, aren't
Yeah,
they?
Jesus.
When you look at like some of the Johnny Evans cost Leicester £3 million. I would
Exactly.
spend that.
Bargain.
A top 6 could buy him, and he'd be a good backup sub for them. So that was a bargain. Bournemouth, Newcastle. That's pretty bog standard. Newcastle coming back at the end. Matt Ritchie against his old club.
Yeah.
I would.
Rondon, really good free kick actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rondon has been outstanding this season. I would like to see
I
Leicester
bet-
go in for him.
I bet West
Target
Brom are
man.
wondering
Yeah.
why they. Oh, to be fair, they've got Dwight Gale and he scored loads of goals in the Championship, but
He's a
I feel
Championship
like-
player, isn't he, Gale? I think they'll make the swap permanent in
Yeah.
the summer. If they don't, I would like Leicester to see go in for Rondon because Leicester just need a strong striker up front, and Rondon would be.
He's gone.
See, I would like Mitrovic, but he wasn't amazing against us when we beat him 3-1 the other week. So and he's Victor Krum, but on steroids.
Yeah.
So Burnley, Leicester got a last minute winner, which obviously was good for us. Maddison got a free kick.
except for that
Well,
Twitter
it was-
video where it said scenes.
Oh god,
That was well embarrassing.
That was embarrassing.
I felt well bad for Leicester fans.
I said it. To be fair, if you actually watch Match of the Day, the top half of the stand is really really good, and the bottom half is awful. I celebrated more than that.
Yeah.
On final score in my
Yeah,
living
when
room
we-
with
when
you
we
guys
were-
there. I jumped up. And
Oh my god, I was near the front at the Middlesbrough match for Villa, and when they got their third goal, and it was like the 70th minute, like that was mental. Like literally, I got crushed, like running towards the players to like hug all of them. I wasn't anywhere near them.
the best
I was in the crowd.
celebrations I've had, but when Leicester did the Great Escape, and we lost to
Must
Chelsea
escape.
3-1, but we went 1-0 up just before half time. Mark Albrighton scored at like the 40th minute, and that was outstanding. That's the best atmosphere. And Mark Albrighton is the GOAT. He's better than Messi. There's a picture where when Leicester played Barcelona in the ICC, and it's Mark Albrighton with
And
Messi,
Messi,
and,
yeah.
and Messi went and asked him for a picture. I'm convinced. And I've had dinner with him, which makes it 10 times better. Fulham, Liverpool still didn't look comfortable, did they? I think they might have blown it.
No,
I've
Van
got
Dijk.
confidence.
Even Van Dijk made a mistake, and he's like
Yeah.
God for them.
Yeah.
Did you see him in the post-match interview?
Yeah.
He did. He was kind of like a bit upset with himself.
He has been outstanding, and
Oh,
he's
he's so
definitely
good.
Yeah, I think if the Premier League had got any sense, it'd be Sterling, Van Dijk, and Son for Player of the Year. Them 3 players.
I think
personally.
Mane's sneaking in there now.
He is.
Yeah.
He's better
Yeah,
than Salah.
he's
definitely better
top
than
goal
Salah.
scorer, like without penalties.
Yeah.
Him and Salah on 17 goals each
And
for Liverpool now.
And
Their
for the
attack
boot.
force is just
it is
you wouldn't want
beautiful,
to
isn't it?
play against it.
They just change.
On their day
they just
anyway.
change positions as well. It's just horrible. You just can't
they're
defend
so
against
fluid.
it. Yeah.
It's, Mane's sick to play with on FIFA as well. He's the
Yeah.
best player I think best Premier League player to play with on FIFA. Mane, sexy. Even banks headers in for me on Ultimate Team.
Yeah, he scores headers in real life,
Yeah.
don't he?
Yeah.
Scores tons of them.
And Everton Chelsea for Premier League results. Which
Oh, that
is-
was funny.
It was funny.
That's funny because Chelsea collapsed.
Yeah, and Richarlison finally scored again. He's
And
very hit and
Everton
miss. He's
learned
not
how
50
to
million.
defend and keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Richarlison's not a £50 million player.
Oh, God, no.
Definitely not. But they deserve
Same with
that.
Sigurdsson, though. I don't think he's 50 million.
I think he's everyone raves about Sigurdsson every
Yeah,
season,
I
and
don't
then
get
they also.
Why is he on penalties? I swear every single penalty I've
He's
seen him take, he misses.
But no, but until like this season, he'd got like the best conversion rate other than Milivojevic.
He missed the one in the World Cup. Maybe
Yeah.
it was since then.
Maybe. Yeah. FA Cup. Well, obviously, we saw Man City narrowly beat Swansea. We saw Brighton beat Millwall on penalties.
Oh my God, their goalkeeper for that 95th minute.
Oh,
All
God.
he had to do was leave it because it was going out, and then
Yeah.
he kind of caught it and he
Yeah,
caught
he
it
spun
back
it
into
in,
his net. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Imagine
Massive
how
blunder.
shit you would feel.
Oh my God,
Wolves Man U. I think that was a tactical.
that was a well good match.
It was.
I loved watching that.
I think Man U might have potentially purposely got eliminated from that to focus on the Champions League and the league. But
Wouldn't
I also
surprise
could see
me.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanting to put, all guns blazing for each competition.
for
Because I
every
think he
single
could win it. I'm saying Man City or Man U to win the Champions League. I really think they can do it. I think. But
Porto.
I would love Ajax in it. If I had to pick anyone
Oh
to win
yeah,
it, I'd love
Ajax
Ajax.
definitely.
I think Ajax have kind of had their
They've had their big game, haven't they,
they've had
against
their
Real Madrid?
special game. No,
Yeah.
They won't do it against Juventus.
No.
Juventus will beat them like 3-1. I think.
Yeah, it'd be like 0-0 in the first leg.
It'll be
and
the
second
Ronaldo
leg, it'd be
show.
a spanking.
It'll be
yeah.
the Ronaldo show.
Well, he always turns up, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
Ronaldo,
always
big
turns
game
up.
player, and he is, I think, the best player in the world, better than Messi.
No,
and
he's not.
the reason beating is
Ronaldo's
because
proved it.
he's
in
proved himself in multiple
leagues.
leagues. Otherwise, I think if they'd both been in La Liga the whole career, then Messi's the better player. But
Yeah.
I think it doesn't really help because Ronaldo's become more of a striker the more he's got into his career.
Thing is, I couldn't see Messi going to any other league.
No, I don't think he would.
But
I think
I could see Ronaldo coming back to the Prem for one season at the end. If if United went to buy him again, I think he would come back for one
What,
season.
like Thierry Henry did at Arsenal?
yeah.
When he just came back.
The thing is, I think that if Messi was to go anywhere, he'd wait until he's really old and he'd go to like Saudi Arabia or
He'd
China.
go to
or
China
something,
to
yeah.
give loads of money.
I don't think he'd want to leave. He's Barcelona born and bred.
Yeah.
When he obviously, I don't know if anyone knew this, but he was really, really small.
Yeah, he had to have
He had to have
tablets and
tablets to
stuff,
help him
yeah.
grow, and Barcelona paid for that and everything. That he must owe them a massive debt to
Yeah.
becoming the player he has anyway. So I can't see him wanting to leave ever.
His hat trick the other day. Oh my god!
That
Oh,
third goal is
stupid.
just disgusting.
Did you
How
see?
would you
Did
score
you see
that?
even the opposition players reacted? They were like,
Yeah,
The
the
Real Betis
crowd,
fans
the
stood up
crowd,
and
yeah,
clapped.
stood up and like bowed to him.
That's like when we lost to Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid at the end was going like Leicester, 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 and it was bliss. I wasn't there. I wish I was. I was at our house party watching it. Having my ex-girlfriend getting pissed off at me for watching it instead of mingling.
I remember watching that game. 'Cause me,
We were sat in the
us three
circle,
watching
didn't we?
it. Yeah.
But yeah, let's get off that and talk about the FA Cup draw, which is Man City, Brighton, and Watford, Wolves. Man City will win it.
That's Man City's
That's
game.
Man
Man
City's
Man City were
tournament to lose.
paced.
Although
prior.
I think Wolves might beat Watford.
I think Wolves would beat Watford,
But then
Watford would finish
Maybe
above
on
the
maybe
league.
on the one-off day, Wolves might win the FA Cup. But
I
I don't know. You
I
got Man
think
City.
If Swansea beat Man City, Wolves will win
Yeah.
it. I think Wolves will win the FA. I'm going to get to the final. I think they'll beat Watford, but then I think Watford would beat them in the league. I think Watford might sacrifice it for the 7th place in the league to get Europa League, and then Wolves will go for their thing. So it'll be Man City, Wolves. Wolves deserve it more, I think, because it's their first season.
Definitely.
But Watford, it's really hard because Watford and Wolves have been the two maybe surprising teams in the Premier League this year.
I think that'll be 2-2 at 90 minutes.
Watford Wolves will get to penalties, I think.
Yeah.
And then Man City will beat Brighton 2-0. That's my predictions.
Or they'll go 2-0 down and then beat them 3-2 again.
I don't think they're going to go 2-0
getting
down
it.
to
Glenn
Brighton.
Murray's out of form now, isn't he? He's lost his form, so I
Yeah.
can't see them doing great. So next is the UEFA Champions League draw, which is now a week old. We've got Tottenham, Man City, Ajax, Juventus, Man U, Barcelona, and Liverpool, Porto. We'll start with Tottenham, Man City. Man City will win
Man
that
City's
comfortably.
game,
Yeah.
both
Tottenham
legs.
bottle it in the quarterfinals every year, don't they? Really? So
They didn't get to the quarterfinals last year, did they?
No.
They lost to Juventus. They literally turned off against Juventus for 5 minutes and then lost.
that's why I think Man City will be in. 'cause
Things
they
like you
were just
can't turn
exposed
off against a team like
Can't
that.
turn off against Man City. It's Man City's tournament to lose now, really,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Real Madrid are out of it, and I'd say
I think Man U can beat Barcelona.
I think that
I think
might
Barcelona
be a leg. I think
be
that
a
might be a leg apiece.
trouble.
I'm going overall on aggregate 3-1 Man City against Tottenham. I think the first leg will finish 1-1.
I think Spurs are
Man
playing.
City
In,
will win
I think
2-0.
Spurs are playing in their new stadium.
They are. They
for
move in next Wednesday. Not
Yeah.
not tomorrow, but the Wednesday after.
Have you seen it? Oh my god, it looks
it's
so
sick.
nice.
You get points by you put
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the thing on a tap and
Yeah,
it
and it
fills
fills
it
it
up
up.
from the bottom.
It's like magnetic
and then
pint
yeah,
thing.
and then the bottom of it like seals on.
That's
Like,
awesome.
It's so cool.
sick.
We need to go to a Tottenham game.
I'd love to get to a Tottenham away game and beat them so I can fucking laugh at.
And then take home the pint glass.
Yeah. I hate Tottenham fans. I hate them. They're the fans I hate the most. Them and Liverpool fans. Anyway, yeah, I think Man City will win 3-1 in aggregate.
Yeah,
Um,
Man City definitely going to pace them.
Yeah. What do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, I don't think Tottenham have a chance.
How's that?
You can't even if
What do you
even
say?
if Tottenham play their first team, Man City are just going to bring on Mahrez off the bench and everyone else.
So we've now we've sorted out that problem. We're going to carry on talking about the Champions
That's on
League.
camera now, Billy.
What's on camera?
You just tried to lick that. There's
That's
definitely AIDS on there.
That's
Fine.
definitely the
Absolutely.
screenshot I'm going to use now. So what we're going to talk about is the rest of the
Champions League draw.
League. We're in the middle of talking about the Tottenham Man City stadium. So what do you guys think of the Tottenham Man City game, and what do you think is going to
Man
happen?
City's game.
Yeah, I don't think Tottenham have a chance really.
Yeah, Man City will win. We'll try and summarise that quickly because we're not too sure how the footage is. But yeah,
But overall, Man City will win.
Man City will win, even if Tottenham have 6 points.
Yeah.
Man City will win. So the rest of the Champions League, I think Juventus will beat Ajax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flex.
Although I'd love Ajax to win, I
would.
just don't think they
Yeah.
will.
I'd love Ajax to win it, but
They played so well against Real Madrid. They should have put like 7 past them. They had
Oh,
so
yeah.
many chances.
Oh yeah, Real Madrid were awful. Even in the first leg when Real Madrid nicked it.
Yeah, I
they
know.
were still awful.
Well, yeah, because of VAR.
Yeah.
VAR.
So
That's going to cause so much hassle when it comes to the Premier League.
yeah.
It just doesn't like they should do the same as rugby, where they just show the replays in the stadium and get the fans' opinion on it as well.
Yeah.
But they won't. They just don't do it. It
Fans
just
are-
says
yeah,
VAR in process, so
fans-
people in the
Can you
crowd
imagine
just
the
have no
fans,
idea
though?
what's going on.
Can you imagine football fans? That'd be absolutely toxic if that comes on the screen.
Yeah, it'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
quality.
Man U Barcelona, I think Man U will win.
I think that might be a leg apiece.
I think it depends. Because I don't think Barcelona are the team they were.
Mm.
Also, are they going to Solskjaer Man United? They just seem to do anything
Yeah.
they want. But I don't know. I feel like if Barcelona are going to go through, it's because Messi's going to carry them
Yeah.
all by himself.
Messi's not amazing in the big games compared to Ronaldo though.
Yeah,
which
He
Look-
used to
look-
be, but
look
he's
at
just
when he
like
plays for
all
Argentina
his last
before,
his
when he
last
did.
4 or 5 finals. He's actually not turned up.
Yeah. Like Modric for Croatia. Didn't turn up
Mm.
in the semi-final or the final, I don't think. That's why he shouldn't have got the Ballon d'Or, to be honest. Liverpool, Porto, Liverpool win that.
I think
I've
that
got no doubt in that.
Be leg apiece.
I think Liverpool, Porto is the one that I've got the most confidence that who I say is going to win is going to win.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Till they bottle it.
Till they bottle it. They'll win. I reckon Liverpool could get to the final and then bottle it again. I don't see them winning it.
No.
I think Man City or Man U will win it. But
An English final would be good. Last
yeah.
time that was Chelsea, Man
U-
United.
Is that when John Terry slipped?
And John Terry slipped, yeah.
John Terry, yeah.
And penalties. Yeah.
Chelsea beat Bayern Munich for it, didn't they? Is
Yeah.
that since then? I think
that was after. That was after, yeah.
2010. Right, so that's the Champions League wrapped up.
Yeah.
There isn't much more I want to talk about. The Europa League, I think Arsenal will win it. I think they've got Napoli, but if they get them out of the way, they're the
Chelsea will
best team.
flop, I think.
I could also see Benfica winning it. Yeah, I could see Chelsea going out to Slavia
Basically,
Prague.
Chelsea and Arsenal they're going to get. I think they'll get 5th and 6th this season. So.
Yeah, I think they'll
It'll be the
put
same
all
again.
the stuff they possibly can
Yeah.
into the Europa League to get into the
Champions League, yeah.
That's why I think Arsenal will win it.
Hopefully it'll be 5 teams again. That was good.
Yeah.
5 English teams.
Benfica could win it. I think they're the best of the rest. Benfica, go Arsenal then Benfica, because is this set now? So if Arsenal beat Napoli and Chelsea beat Slavia Prague, would they have to face each other in the semi-finals? If you have a look at this tournament tree, because it's
No,
is it still random?
Yeah. Champions League,
Yeah.
they've done it for Champions League, but they've not done it for Europa League.
oh,
for some
so
reason.
Arsenal and Chelsea might not get each other.
Yeah. But they might.
Yeah, so I think it could be an Arsenal Benfica. final.
Last year was funny because in the Europa League, literally the only difficult opponents were Atletico Madrid. Then as soon as Arsenal faced them, they collapsed
Yeah.
and lost.
Did Atletico Madrid win it? They won it, didn't they?
They won it last year. Yeah.
Right. So have we covered everything? I think we have.
Yeah.
as you may have understood, if you're watching this, we have had camera difficulties.
Yep.
As the camera
Ran
keeps
out-
going out and
Ran
running
out of
space.
storage.
Well
done, camera.
Yeah, you had one job.
It's focusing on your face constantly, Billy.
Yeah, so if
That's beautiful.
this might just be screenshots of us, if that's
Just in
how
random positions.
yeah, if it doesn't go to plan, or it might be a bit muddled up.
Obviously, if you're listening on SoundCloud or something, then this ain't a problem.
Yeah.
Look
So-
at you.
Yeah, or wherever it is.
Yeah, wherever we can upload the podcast for
But
free.
you gotta learn. You know, it's a learning curve.
You live and learn.
This is the first one. We're allowed to make mistakes. It's going
Exactly.
to get better as we go on, hopefully. And in a few months' time, we're all going to be living together.
We're gonna be
So-
living together.
That's when we plan on
Boys.
making it more weekly, because I can
Bit
literally
easier.
go, "Oi, Aaron, fucking get out, you
Oi.
prick. Billy, come on, man. I know you want to do this." Until Cade starts fucking playing his piano really loud and ruins the whole
Then
thing.
we'll have to book this out again.
Yeah.
Callum will come in and be like, lads, can you farm on medication?
Found my slugger outfit.
It's alright, Callum will never watch this.
And sorry, this ain't about football either. So
Yeah. Right, so thanks for watching or listening. Thanks to Billy for being a guest today. I expect me and Aaron every single time. It's always going to be me and Aaron. Unfortunately for me. And Billy might be here. Charlie might come on. We'll get multiple people.
I'll be free probably quite a lot of the time.
If there's anything massive that goes on, and I would also like to do this for in the summer we're going to have the Rugby World Cup on, but also Champions League final, for example. if we were
UEFA
watching-
Nations League as well.
Yeah, I would like to have us maybe do this live and have us talking as the thing's on. So we'd all be sat there with a drink with the game on and be like, yeah,
That'd be sick.
Point.
Yeah, see this all celebrate, point, chill.
It won't even be a post-match pint. It'll be a
Live match. Point.
current post
Current
pint.
match,
Current
point,
pint.
point of the current times.
What an outro.
Yeah, so
That's off as long as a podcast.
Point review.
thanks very much for watching. We've almost made the hour mark.
Don't forget to drop a comment if you like it, and any criticism will be helpful. If it's not filled with swear words.
Any criticism to an extent would be helpful.
Yeah.
Don't go like, oh, that one on the end's got shit teeth.
Yeah, this
I
is
can't do anything
fucking
about that.
shit. And then say nothing else.
I don't like that guy's tattoo.
All right, it's still wet.
Looks a bit red.
Yeah. So if you have anything to help us with, then let us know. If we speak too fast, if the camera shit was pissing you off, even though it's pissed me off as well. So
It's the uni's fault.
yeah.
Blame DMU.
Yeah. Just get in touch. Let us know what you think. And thanks for watching. Thanks to
Thank
my co-host and my friend. And I'll see you in a bit.